And then we are going to appeal this judgment. And not people that do not know what we are doing, planted by the Finland government to judge the case for our Prime Minister. That is not acceptable because our Prime Minister has not done anything.
No, it's okay now. It's okay now. Let's go. Let's go.
These people from the reintegrated terrorists brought in by Christopher Musa and the Nigerian government. Eventually, within the 2 years and 3 months that is left, if our Prime Minister, if we didn't, if this judgment was not turned over, hopefully within 1 year with good character, our Prime Minister will go home within 1 year. I know. That is the way it goes. So those jubilating that, oh, their Prime Minister have been given 6 years, you need to go get your record straight. PM does not have any 6 years. It's concurrently 3 years, minus 9 months, 2 years, 3 months. If he's good, after 1 year, he goes home. If this justice is upturned, he goes home after the appeal. We have 7 days to declare that we want to appeal, and we have 30 days for the appeal process. So, BIAFRANS, be not moved. There is nothing. Be not moved. Thank God we declared our independence in Finland on November the 29th. Think about what would have happened if we didn't take this bold step to declare our freedom. And some mediocres on social media will be telling you, oh, you should have left the Finland, you should have not declared, you should have not done this. These are agents planted by the Nigerian state to disrupt what we are doing. Thank God we declared our independence. And at this point, Finland, you are talking about legal. You should follow us back to back on the legal processes and on the legal standing. We are going to be going with Nigeria toe to toe. Be sure you are there to witness that legal process which you want BIAFRANS to use to get our freedom. I'm very, very happy that this judgment have brought to the world that the United States of Biafra is a sovereign state, is a sovereign nation, and we are going to defend it using, in quotes, the legal way that Finland has suggested. Again, this judgment has shown the failure of the Nigerian state. The failure of the Nigerian state to kill our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Their initial plan is to extradite him to Nigeria, where they will kill him. That was the plan for the Nigeria. They colluded with Finland. Finland never bothered about all the report, over 200 pages of human rights abuses reported to Finland government by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Finland never bothered about that. Thousands of Biafrans that were killed. Finland never bothered about that. Thousands of Christians, Biafrans that were removed and killed. Finland never bothered about that. Our businesses that have been burnt down, our homes that have been burnt down, the delegitimized governors colluding with Tinubu and the Nigerian state to destroy our homes, destroy our economic means, kill our women, rape our young girls, destroy our farmland, invade and occupy our land. Finland never addressed any of this. And the lawyer that represented Roberto Obia never addressed any of this. What kind of shambolic trial was that? They brought these witnesses from DOS IPOP organization to come and say, oh, you give order here and it happens there. Who is it? You, Finland, that will give order for Biafrans to obey? No. Biafrans will listen to their leaders. Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran leader. Simon Ekpa is a Biafran leader. They listen to them because they have the interests of them at heart. That is the one they will listen to. Anyone you plant into Biafra land will fail. Biafrans will reject that person. And there's nothing anyone can do about that, because we are building one of the most democratic countries in the world. So if you are thinking or planning or plotting to plant anyone in Biafra land, you have failed. It's a promise. So again, we saw the criminal judgment delivered by Finland against our Prime Minister. For nothing, according to them, he engaged in terrorist activities. He was sponsoring terrorists. So when Canada has declared that Nigeria and the Tinubu and their leaders with their political party is a terrorist organization, Finland, didn't you hear that? You think you can down our spirit? You think you can cage us? You think you can suppress us? You failed on arrival. I promise you that. Because the world knows who the terrorists are. And it is the Nigerian state that you, Finland, collude with. So, fellow Biafrans, men and gentlemen of the press, world leaders listening to me, I want to let Biafrans know that nothing can stop the full protection of our land. We have already declared our independence. And Finland, let me start with the legal. The first legal law that Nigeria is breaking as we speak is that Nigeria state under Tinubu and Christopher Musa is currently occupying Biafra land as we speak now. They are occupying Biafra territory as we speak. You're talking about legal process. You're talking about the legal way to get our independence. So, right now, Nigeria has broken the first legal law which you, Finland, is looking for by currently occupying Biafra land, even after we've peacefully written to them that we have declared our independence. Over 50 million Biafrans have voted through a self-referendum. We met all the criteria as a nation. We have our constitution. We have our declaration document. We have our money. All that is in the process of being executed and implemented. We have our Biafran ID card. Our international passport is on the way. We have our Biafra driver's license. So Finland, your partner Nigeria, as we speak, has failed the first law of freedom for the people as they are currently occupying Biafra land. So you must start from there right now to tell them to leave Biafra land immediately. That is number one crime of the Nigerian state as we speak today. You are looking for legal ways. Finland, you said we should get our freedom from the legal way. One of the legal ways Nigeria is breaking as we speak now is that Nigeria state is occupying a foreign land, which is the United States of Biafra territory. So that is the law they are breaking as we currently speak right now. So Finland, you should address that. You must address that law that Nigeria is breaking right now as we speak. Because we will defend our land, we will defend our people. Fellow Biafrans, I want to use this opportunity to let you all know that our Prime Minister has not committed any crime, not even one. He denied all the charges. Finland imposed this criminal judgment on our Prime Minister. That is exactly what they did. They did that based on the economic gain between Finland and Nigeria, where they asked them to give them the oil. They gave them the gas contract at Lekki, and they will move Simon Eber to them to kill. But thank God, we stopped Finland, and we will continue to stop Finland, is a promise. I thank all Biafrans, all the 40 state governors in Biafra land, all the commissioners in the 40 states of Biafra land. The United States of Biafra was redeclared November 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. Despite all the threats from Finland government, despite all the threats from Finland authorities, where they threatened some of us will be arrested, some of us will never leave Finland, some of us with all this kind of threat they brought on us, we were resolute. We declared our independence in Finland on November 29th, 2024. There is only one government under the United States of Biafra government led by my humble self, Dr. Orabueze. That is the only government recognized at this time for our new nation. So I'm telling the world, I'm letting Biafrans know that our Prime Minister has not committed any crime, not even one. The terrorist is the Nigerian state. That is why Nigeria is a failed state. Nobody can resuscitate them. So the attempt by Finland to resuscitate a failed nation that is going down the drain by the second, both of them, both countries will go down in that way. It's a promise. I also want to use this opportunity to tell Biafrans, you must be strong. Do not despair. Do not be moved. Do not be worried. I know it's a painful period for us because Finland has no reason to collude with a terrorist state to sentence our Prime Minister. They have no reason to do that. So this shocker, which they brought to everybody, including their own citizens in Finland, we will navigate through this successfully. There is anything wrong that our Prime Minister did. No, it is Finland that has committed a crime, atrocity against humanity, against human rights, against self-determination, against self-defense. That is exactly what Finland has committed. Today, with Nigeria, together, they will get the repercussion for this crime they committed today. We want to honor our Prime Minister. We want to appreciate you. We want to thank you. You are the reason for the season. Do not be moved for that which you seek. We already got it. And we will use every legal means to make sure that every indigent, every security, every apparatus of the Nigerian state in Biafra land, they must leave. They will leave. It's a promise. Legally. Legally. And I want you, Finland, to watch that legal process, which has already commenced.